F equals ma. So if you've seen that equation before, then you might be working on some of the problem sets. Just to be clear, this stands for force is equal to mass times acceleration. All right, so you might see this in some of the problems that I give you. For example, we'll do some of the problems that are on assignment 1.15, which is a should do assignment if you need extra help doing these practice problems. So let's look at one of these really quickly. Maybe we can try to zoom in on one of these. All right, so let's look at maybe with number 1. We'll start there. So we'll start with this one. So we have F, well, we don't know what F is. We know the mass is 20 kilograms, and we know the acceleration is 2 meters per second squared. All right, so I'm going to write that on my lined paper, and then I'm going to show you how we would solve this. So we have F is, well, we don't know. We have M is 20 kilograms, and we have A is equal to 2 meters per second squared. All right, so what I would do here is I'm going to write out my equation. I'm going to say F equals ma. All right, well, I know two of these numbers. F is equal to 20 times 2. So I plugged in for mass, I plugged in 20. For acceleration, I plugged in 2, because those are the numbers that were given to us. And from there, it's just simple multiplication. F is 20 times 2, which is 40. And the units for force are newtons. So that's it. That's my answer. All right, let's look at another one where maybe you're not given mass and acceleration. Rather, you're given maybe force and some other number, and you have to find, let's say you have to find acceleration. Let's do number 4. Okay. So we have force is 50, mass is 5, but we don't know acceleration. All right, so I'm going to write that down here. So force is 50 newtons, mass is 5 kilograms, and acceleration, well, we don't know what that is. So I'm going to use that same equation, F equals ma. I'm going to plug in my numbers that I know. So I know force is 50, and I know mass is 5, but I don't know A. So I'm just going to leave A there. A is a variable that I have to find. So from here, we're going to do some division. I want to get this A by itself. So to get that A by itself, I need to divide by 5. I'm going to divide this side by 5. 5 divided by 5 is 1, so that cancels out. But whatever I do to one side of the equal sign, I have to do the other. So I have to divide this by 5 as well. So 50 divided by 5. So now I can say this a different way. I could say acceleration, A, is equal to 50 divided by 5. So from there, or another way to rewrite that, I could say 50 over 5. Acceleration is 50 over 5. And then that just comes down to just simple division. You can use a calculator if you want to. But that's going to be 10. And the units for that are meters per second squared. All right, I might do one more problem here. Let's take a look at one of the word problems on the back. Let's try number 11. So Dr. Longyear pushes a 160 kilogram cart down the hall with a force of 40 newtons. What is the acceleration of the box? Okay, so let's break this down. I'm seeing 160 kilograms. That's a mass. And I'm also seeing 40 newtons. That's a force. And it's asking me for acceleration. So I'm going to write that out just like I did in the last few problems. So we have a force is 40 newtons. The mass is 160 kilograms. And acceleration is what the question's asking me for. So same setup as last time, F equals ma. Going to plug in my numbers. 40 is the force, 160 is the mass, and I don't know A, so I'm going to leave A there as a variable that I'm trying to find. All right, same thing as last time. I'm trying to get this A by itself, so I'm going to divide both sides by 160. And just a reminder, anything divided by itself is 1. And so we can say like those things cancel out. 1 divided by 1 is 1. 2 divided by 2 is 1. A million divided by a million is 1. And it cancels out. So now I'm just left with A is equal to 40 divided by 160. So I'm just going to rewrite that here. So A is 40 divided by 160. And using a calculator if you want to, that comes out to 0.25 meters per second squared. And that's it. I hope that was useful. That's just a few examples on how to solve any of these problems with force equals mass times acceleration. And I plan on making another video that kind of breaks down how I solve any math problem that I'm given in physics or math, any algebra problem we can solve with these basic steps here. And I'll make a separate video for that. All right, I hope this helped. Good luck.